Hey, we're back with the Pelotons on day what, 21?
21. Why you so amped?
Man, I had a great night tonight, so I feel very amped. Kids got my blood pressure up a little bit. We come home from a date night. You know, when we grew up, you come home, the house was clean. You wanted to make sure the house was straight before parents got home. Our kids right now, on the other hand, they were just like bumping. So,
Life is lifing. But the movie was great. We went to go see a movie. We went to go see Good Fortune. If you all have not seen it, please go see it. It's
a really good movie.
yeah,
It's a
it's
really good
funny.
movie. It's funny, a lot of
funny.
laughter, so it
It
definitely
make you think a little bit.
it does. We definitely needed a day like that today.
Yeah, we did. Started off
Pretty
rough.
rough.
So that brings us to what we're talking about tonight. We are talking about cycles going
Round and round. All right, I stop. But yes, definitely the cycles of life, how they come back in, and the habits that you have created in your life brings the cycles back, just unintentionally. You know what I mean? So we're on day 21, fighting through setting new standards and new structure to our marriage and to the things we go about. And then we looked up today and we turned, and it's like, man, that cycle was starting to come back.
Yes. He's giving y'all the G-rated version. It got pretty heated today. It did.
It didn't really get that heated, but things were
It
put on
got
the spot.
heated. It got heated. I'm not about to sugarcoat it. I think it got heated on my end. You might have been cool, calm, and collective as always. However, I'm just trying to figure out, how is it that you stop the cycles that you've been so accustomed to for so long?
Because they come normal. They feel normal.
Yeah, they're a habit, and trying to break this new habit, we can't rely on the things that we used to rely on to get us through those times of uncertainty. And one of the biggest issues that was brought up today, well, this morning, was hey, we have this journal. Like I said in the beginning, we have this journal, this 30-day journal. Every day is marked out. I'm a person of schedule. We're going to do this, boom, 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 boom. And then, as we shared before, one of our daughters got injured, her knee, and kind of threw us off. So, threw us off our balance. And, so it's just been everyone kind of just everywhere, kind of trying to get in where we fit in, very high stress moments. And when it's brought up, like, hey, we're not sticking to what we said we're going to stick to, feelings got kind of in the way. Like, hold on now. Don't be attacking me, sir. Because
it wasn't an attack, but it also was just a reminder, like, hey, things are like alert. That was in my opinion. Like, it was like alert, like, hey, are you having an awareness of what's going on? I think in our marriage and in our relationship, I have the awareness that comes out a little bit quicker than you. When it comes, I feel like we go back into a rut because I think we've been in a situation where it has become the normal of life, where we not neglecting each other, but we kind of like coexisting with each other. And so for me, it just felt like, all right, we're going back to our old ways of, like, we're back to our structure of, dealing with the kids, eating dinner, going to bed. You know what I mean? It wasn't the extra efforts and intimacy. It wasn't the extra efforts of making sure we stay to our schedule. We're doing our prayers together. I mean, we slipped up on that a few days, and it was my way of showing, like, hey, alert. We were falling back.
yeah, I realize it as well. However, he's more vocal when it comes to it. Me, I kind of just internalize things for a bit, do what I think is necessary to get us back on track, and if it doesn't work, what I'm used to doing is like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna stay in the cycle that I'm continually staying in. And that's something that I have to break out of and I have to work on. If we, say that we're 100% all in, it doesn't feel good to be uncomfortable. and changing and breaking old habits, you have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's building new habits. I mean, that's the biggest thing, and that's why the structure of the book is there. And for me, I just, like I said, for me, myself, I came to you this morning, and it kind of was just nagging me a little bit. I was like, yo, I gotta say something. Normally, in my situation, is breaking my habit. Normally, I just like, all right, it's whatever. We keep it moving. You know, life is not crazy. It's not bad, but it was like, if we're gonna not get out this norm, because that's the norm of me just brushing off, not saying nothing, and going about our business, and then eventually, like we normally do, we come back around and we do things. You know what I mean? So like even like tonight was our second date night in 21 days.
21 days, second date night.
Which I mean is good and bad, but like really, how do we end up on our date night tonight? Because I was like, yo, this morning it was like emergency. Like we gotta go to a date night. Like we talked about it. We were supposed to do it last week, and I forgot something came up.
We have a 2-year-old. That's what happened. A 2-year-old
No, something.
with no sitter.
I forgot. Oh yeah.
That's what happened.
We were gonna go to the movies the other day. We didn't have no one to watch the 2-year-old. So
that's what happened.
It kind of messed up. You know, my mom normally holds us down, and she had appointments that day, and it just kind of messed everything up. But it dragged on for a couple more days afterwards, and that kind of like, we needed that refresher today. Like I enjoyed the movie, enjoyed spending time. It was us getting away from everyday cycle of what we're going through. But like I said, we're not perfect people. So like even with us going through this journey,
and this is here. And then when I went in the prayer closet this morning, I specifically prayed like, God, I don't want this no more. Like I don't want my marriage being tested to be a testimony. I don't want that. That was specifically why I'm in my prayer closet. I'm like, God, like why? Because if I wasn't doing this, I'd be fine by myself, you know, but because I'm fighting for something greater and I'm 100% all in, those tests and those trials are going to come along so that I can share this with you all and let you know that this is not easy. It's not going to be roses 24/7, lovey-dovey. You know, 20 videos ago, you see, I mean, we had some real moments. For the most part, we come on here, we got our stuff together when we come on here. But behind the scenes, however, and today was one of those days, it was just rough. It was rough to the point this morning I was like, all right, why are you here? Why are you here? Then I had to go back and be like, okay, now you were out of pocket, girl. You were straight out of line. But we got it. We got it together.
Yeah, you know, one of the biggest things I felt like, even our discussion today, was like, we're doing a lot of this video recording. Like it's a lot that goes beyond it. And like this woman here, when she gets into that mode of putting this and producing this behind the scenes with the editing and things, I felt like she was putting a lot of energy and stress, and it was wearing her out. And I'm like, and I told her, I said, look, yes, we're putting this out for y'all, and we are ministering to y'all through us, what we're going through. But at the end of the day, we're working on us. And I was like, that is the most important thing.
Thank you for that reminder.
Like that.
I appreciate that. It allowed me to relinquish control as much as I want to have it, but God is in control. Because it's 30 days. I told Will after that, I said, now look, this 30 days, they're going to get this 30 days when they get this 30 days, okay? It might be 43 days and 30 days by the time y'all get it. Meaning that originally I said, I was like, look, every day we're going to film every single day for 30 days. Boom, we got this. For the most part, yes, we have been keeping up with it. Yes, but it is tiresome. And I know that we do need to leave room for us, okay? Us and our marriage. To be stronger, to grow spiritually and nourish this what we have in order to pour out. I always say, you'll always hear me say, do not pour from your cup when it's empty, or not even when it's half full, or even if it's right at the top, still don't pour for it. You do not pour from that cup until it's overflowing, and then people will then receive that overflow of what else left you have. The rest of the fruits, they can get that. Right? But we need to constantly need to be full in order to then pour out into you guys.
And yeah, that's what you get from us. You get the extra pour. But I tell you, this, from the start of the journey and from the start of the recording, I mean, I'm looking back some nights like, yo, this is way more than I expected. Like, when we went on this journey, it wasn't a journey, oh, we're gonna record for these people and for people who's tuned in. It was like, hey, we're on this journey for us. Like, this is really for us. And these 30 days are really dedicated to us and our focus and the things we're doing for our marriage. So yes, we're praying it's a success, and it will be a success at the end of the day, you know. Even if somebody tunes in and just gets a word from what we're saying and realize, hey man, yo, what I'm dealing with in my relationship, they're dealing with it too, and how are they going about fixing it, you know? We're in the movies today. You get a text message just from a person you barely talk to, but they share some information with you. And you're like,
God. That was God. I'm telling you. I ain't gonna tell you everything I prayed for, but that was God just showing me a sign that no, your work is not in vain. It's not in vain. You will finish, and I will give you the strength to do so.
Yeah, that was one of her statements today in her madness. Do you want to stop? I'm like, no, I don't want to stop. I still want to do it. But I want you to understand that, hey, the focus is us. That's my biggest tone from today. Was like, hey, I love this and what we're doing, but the focus is us. Hey, but being in the Bellatons, you know, we got the little ones right now. We got a 2-year-old.
We gotta go.
He's yelling, screaming at the door. I appreciate him being able to give us at least 10, 12 minutes.
And the kids are dragging him away.
To talk to y'all, and you know, we were able to record another one after our great date night tonight. So if you take anything from us tonight, hey, remember, break the cycle.
Break the cycle. I like that.
Be aware of the cycles.
Be aware.
That's the biggest thing. And I told Anika today, it was like, hey, I feel like you're not aware of what's going on. Like, be alert. Find out what's going on. Feel like when it's going back into that cycle, be alert in the cycle. And
be intentional about doing something about it, and not saying, well, I've always done it this way. Be intentional about fixing it if you're 100 in.
Yep. Hey, one of our earlier videos about blow up, it helped us out today. We didn't really blow up, but we definitely got to that point where we got at each other.
We were steaming a little bit.
We were steaming, you know what I'm saying? You know when the rice is cooking and the little steam coming out, you know what I mean? But definitely, hey man, but we appreciate y'all, and hey, just continue to tune in. Like I said, we are putting in a lot of work. I hope this helps you, helps somebody you know. But with that being said, Bellatons out. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Now go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe.